In nature, wherever you look, there are so many different types of plants, different shapes, textures and colours. To capture even an impression that nature gives us, or more accurately portray a particular plant, we can usefully explore the types of marks we put down on paper. Marks help us describe the differences in plants: spiky, fragile, architectural, bushy, small or large. Next, we're going to explore some simple but very effective ways of making marks. First, choose your colours. Here we're using yellow, blue and orange. Start by putting some squiggles of paint onto the paper with a paintbrush, making sure it's not too thick. Then, with a plastic store card, move through the paint, spreading it across the paper, adding other colours as you go, to produce marvellous sweeps of colours across this paper. Here, Gracie is using the store card to mix colours and make some really lovely marks, blending them in as she goes. Annie is using actual plants to make marks on the paper we painted earlier. She's dabbing a dried cow parsley head into some purple paint and daubing it very gently onto the surface of the paper, making some really lovely marks and light lines. Marjorie is now using the paper made earlier to produce an assortment of leaf shapes. She draws around the leaf stencil and then cuts them out. Marjorie then takes her time to arrange her leaf shapes. Another great thing to do with the leaf stencils is to make cards, just taking some white plain card, folding it over and then putting the leaf stencils, sticking them onto the card. The pattern paper with the lovely marks looks really effective against the plain white. Here is a wonderful expressive painting of seed heads done by Mabel. And now let's take a look at how she did it. Mabel first of all prepared her paper as we showed earlier. She then uses the sides of the card dipped in paint to make the lines of the plant stalks. Mabel then makes the stems of the seed head by using a store card that's been cut in half so it's shorter, dipping it in paint and then making these strong lines at the top of the stalks. To make the impression of the seeds from the seed head, Mabel puts a fir cone into the paint and presses it down onto the painting to make these marks, and choosing different colours from golden colour to a white to make a lovely impression of lots of seeds. Mabel finishes off the picture by some really strong dark lines to represent the seed heads. Annie is now going to tell us how she used marks to create this lovely collage.
First of all, I put some sellotape around the edge to protect the border, and then covered the whole paper with yellow paint, and then when that dried I used some orange paint to put on some texture with some printing with a piece of corrugated cardboard. And then when that was dry, I used my stencil to cut out different leaf materials, from wrapping paper, printed paper, plain paper, but still kind of keeping it quite, these blues are all quite harmonious with the green, but then when they put on, they've got the contrast with the orange and yellow underneath.
Making marks is a real and exciting adventure. I do hope you enjoy experimenting with all the different types of marks you can make that can be achieved by using a simple stencil, plants themselves and a plastic store card. Have fun.